How do you feel? Say hi to the camera.
Fuck you.
This is freeletics, guys. Come on, babe. Push it, push it.
I'm dead.
Push it some more.
Push it to the
Ta-na-na-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na-na-na. I totally recommend freeletics. We've done it for 1 year.
Don't do it.
We've done it for 1 year and now we started doing it again today after a few months break. And Anda is not very pleased with.
Come back quick.
Work hard, guys, work hard. It's what we do, or at least what we pretend to do.
I'm doing it. I don't know about you. No, really.
What time it is?
Breakfast time?
It's breakfast time. Breakfast time.
Breakfast time!
Good up. So I have this dilemma I told you about already. What should I do? Should I keep going at the casino on this schedule where I'm waiting for 2-3 hours in the evening to get into a game, or trying to shift it towards the morning, which I like more, to wake up early in the morning and go straight to the casino. The problem with that is that I now sleep at 3 a.m. and I go to sleep at 3 a.m. and it's hard to do something to wake up at, I don't know, 6, 7 and go to play poker. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go earlier. Now it's 4:30 and I hope this will help me to not stay as much on the waiting list. We will see. We will see how long the waiting lists are today, which is Sunday. I'll keep testing and see what happens. The important thing is that I keep playing and I put in the volume. I'm building up. Last night I played 5 hours. Today I will play at least that amount. And yeah, I have my laptop with me. I can do some work. Everything is just fine and ready for a good session. It's dinner time, and I came with the dinner. I'm so lucky, and I'm so curious to see what she brought. What do we have here? This is crazy. Salad with salmon. And for dessert, donuts. No sugar, no flour. What are these with?
With almond flour and coconut flour and some butter.
And on top
eggs.
here?
And on top it's strawberry with some sweetener, no calories. And here we have some dark chocolate and almond flakes.
Awesome.
That's it.
I'm running bad at poker today, but I'm running good at life. Look at this salad. A huge salad with salmon and dressing.
dressing.
All keto, all low carb, low sugar, low everything. Let's enjoy our meal and we'll discuss hands later. Hello. So it's done, another session. Today I got in 8 hours. I'm super tired, but I decided to still do a hand history analysis right now. Very short, a few hands, because I didn't have too many hands. Most of the night I was card dead. I just played small pots, except right in the first 30 minutes when this hand happened. Okay, so I open ace king in middle position, button and big blind, both of them call. From what I've seen, they look like recreational players. The flop comes king 10-8 rainbow. I see bet 700 and I get 2 calls. On the turn we get an ace. The pot is 2600 and I see bet 2200. Now the ace isn't such a good card as it looks like, because there are many combos of queen jack offsuit, and considering these are 2 weak players, they may have all those combos, both of them. So the chances are some of them has queen jack, but still we are not that deep. We have like 9k left, so I think considering they are weak players, they could get the money in until the river with weaker 2 pairs. So considering we have top 2, we have to get the money in. So I bet 2.2. The guy on the button calls, the other one folds, and I shove the river, which is a 9, and he calls, and of course he has the queen jack. In the next hand we isolate limper from the button with king 10 suited, and the big blind makes it 1200. We made it 400, and we decide to call king 10 suited in the button. That's kind of a standard play versus a big blind 3-bet. The flop comes king 8-5 with 2 diamonds, and he checks. I decide to check back here in a 3-bet pot. Even though there are 2 diamonds down there, I don't get scared of a flush that easily in a 3-bet pot, so I'm not afraid to give a free card here, because most of the time I will have more flush draws, so it's a good thing for me to get a free card usually with flush draws, not to bluff here. So I decide to keep one strong king in my check backing range, and I do that. And on the turn he bets 1900 into 2500. The turn is a queen, so it's king 8-5, 2 diamonds, turn queen, which he might have 2 queens or a king queen maybe that beats us. Also he can have ace queen that we are beating, or maybe queen jack that we are beating as well, or he can have ace jack, ace 10, stuff like that he can now bluff because he has a gut shot and an overcard. So we decide to call. The river unfortunately is an ace and he bets again, but this time I decide to let it go because, like I said, ace queen now beats us, king queen already had us, queens already beats us. If he had some sort of ace jack, ace 10, he wins again. I forgot to mention he bets 2000 into 6000, but even at this sizing he can have a lot of aces that got there, like aces with flush draw that got there, and now he tries to get that thin value bet from a king, which is what I would do. Good for him if he did like that, good for him if he bluffed, but I don't think so, so we folded. And then nothing happened for pretty much the whole night. I decided to, I just stayed because I was bored, but I stayed to just get the hands in, and it was easy to stay even though I was bored. Next hand is where we got our money back. We opened pocket kings, we got a call in the cutoff and a call in the big blind. Flop came 10-7-6 with flush draw. Big blind checks and I decided to check. This is kind of a standard check here, either a check call, either a check raise. Betting is not such a good option. We can get raised very often here and it's hard to continue with our hand. So I think it plays better as a check call or
as a check raise, depending on what we know about the opponent and how much he bets. So if I remember well, he bet somewhere like 40% of the pot, and I decided to check raise. And interesting enough, the big blind calls. So the player in position bet, the big blind calls, and I check raise because the big blind called. It's an even better check raise because that guy has a weak range, drawing range. So we want to take value from that. And also because of the small sizing of the bet in position, I think he has a weak range as well. So it's good. It's good to raise here. So I check raise. The player in position folds and the big blind calls again. The turn was a king, so now we have a set and the player in the big blind leads 2,000 into 6,000. And I decided to shove for 10,000 because I have top set, why not? And he tanks a lot and finally calls. And we're good. We hold up and we end up a slight winner for the day. So I'm really proud of today because I stayed in my own bench, as we Romanian like to say. So I played tight, even though I didn't have cards. I didn't try to enter marginally spots. So I played very disciplined. I'm proud of that. And I also played more than 8 hours. So looking forward for tomorrow, for what it will bring us.